Hi everybody, I'm back and I'm excited to fix a formulation that went a little bit awry yesterday. So this is the Moroccan Lash foam veil, and no matter what I did, it just doesn't foam like it should. Now the first formulation I did, let me show you what it looks like. This is the Moroccan Brown Micellar Original. It foams nicely, all right? But what I didn't do with this one that foams nicely is I didn't add all of those wonderful ingredients that I added yesterday. So I think I tried to do too much. I tried to add too much too quickly. And today we're going to have to figure out which ingredient was the culprit that caused this complete shutdown in the surfactant system. So we ended up with no foam versus lots of foam. And this will work perfectly well as a cleaner for your face, and it's going to be milder than normal. But I mean, there's no oil, but it's not what I intended to make. So maybe I'll make this again for a different situation. Probably not. But today I'm going to try to figure out what I did wrong and which ingredient is incompatible with the ingredients. Is it the aloe vera extract, or is it my pomegranate serum, which has several different things in it? I know it's not the preservative system because that's what I used in both of these, and they both work beautifully. This is my favorite one, though. This is the one I'm using right now. This one is made with the Aveeno Baby shampoo as my base. And there's not a lot in it, but it is perfectly balanced, formulated, and mild, and has some wonderful actives in there like that oat extract, which Aveeno is so famous for. Love it. I haven't had any problems with this. This is the one I'm going to be using. I have used this one on the lashes, so if you're interested in how to use one of these, I need to do my lashes on this side. I didn't do it yesterday, so I can do a quick demo. So what you're going to do with the foam is just put it on. Oops. You're going to dip it in, and then you're going to brush your lashes like so. Huh. We got another fail. It's this really weird. This was working perfectly last night, and today there's no foam in it. It was earlier today. It's like, see, it's just. That's why you evaluate the next day. I thought I had another hole-in-one, but I didn't. Not sure what's going on there. This is my original one that was perfect. And you didn't get to see me make it, but it's perfectly foamy. Gorgeous micellar cleaner. So again, oops. See why you don't want to use a microfiber cloth? It actually will grab your flares and yank them right off your lashes and pull out your lashes. So don't use microfiber. I'm just going to do a nice deep clean and get out all of last night's whatever. Now, the problem with a soap-based micellar is that it will sting a little. So keep that in mind. Today's just a day of troubleshooting, isn't it? Okay, that's done. Maybe. Oh boy, oh boy. Look at all the dirt that came off. It's actually a very good dirt remover. Very effective. Anyway, done. That was unexpected. All right, so we're going to do some troubleshooting. Two, I guess, figure out what went wrong with this Aveeno-based micellar. Why it's no longer foaming. So we'll make it again. I don't know, maybe increase the, I can go up to, what is it? I can go up as high as 5% in my solubilizer and cleansing surfactants. I was at the lowest level, which is 0.1, because I really don't want to leave any residuals on the lash, and I want to just be able to do a one and done kind of product so that it's easy to use. So we're going to go to 1%, and we'll evaluate this again tomorrow. And we're going to keep it simple. All right, we're not going to add anything extra because there's plenty of extras already in the Aveeno formulation. So let's just turn this on. We're going to go up to 1 gram. There we go. I'm going to add my preservative here as well. Again, 1 gram or 1%. And then 100 for the water. Which I don't have right here. Hold on, guys. I thought I had everything. I do not. I ran out of water last night. I wasn't going to have to get up and walk around and find something. Best laid plans. I'll just grab a jug of water. I left it further away instead of bringing it in. Okay. So we've got 2 grams in there. So we need to measure out 98 additional grams. Okay. Mix this up. Nice and foamy. I'm going to put a lid on it and test it tomorrow. I'm not even going to look at this. I'm not going to bottle it up again or waste any containers. We're sure it's working. So we're just going to pull a label off. Okay, so I am going to just leave that for a while. I was going to do some more with the black soap, but it actually irritates the eyes. So I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to pursue that anymore. So we're just going to call this a fail and move away from natural micellars and try to figure out what's going on with this gentle surfactant blend and its foaming ability. So I may need to look up some different ways to create a better foaming capacity for it, or I might just have to use a higher percentage. So I've gone up quite a bit, and we'll see if that solves the problem next time. All right, so I will come back to that in a few days, probably on Monday, and show you how that's going. Now, last night I also did my freeze thaw. So I did another freeze thaw. This is day 2. So we're testing formulations, their stability factor for my. And they're still a little frozen. My first sample, you remember remember I kind of shook it back up. It's lost all of its like body. Like it was thick. It was a thick, thick cream, and now it's this kind of, after I shook it, it's kind of this liquidy thing. This one is nicely separated. See inside there. Let's see. You can see. And that was sample 2. This is the one that I created my serum with after this one. I don't see a lot. Oh, there is some separation. You see that in the tip. Again, not completely stable either. And then my favorite one, got a little bubble spot here so you can see there's nothing coming out from there. Add some more air. And test it. Lovely as ever. Seems to be holding up. Oh, I just want to put this on my dude. Oh, nicest serum ever. Anyway, so that's my Edelweiss. They're doing some. Let's have a closer look at this one. Oh, see, it's lost all of it. It's just like water. See how it just kind of runs? Okay, so 2 things that happened with this one. One, we saw complete separation on day 1. And day 2, this is my first sample, we're seeing a loss of viscosity. So it's not thick anymore at all. And let me show you the original untested, unfreeze thaw tested sample, which is number 1. So here it is. It's a nice thick cream. But once you do the freeze thaw, you end up with that. And it hasn't separated at room temperature. Now, sample 2. Sample 2 was doing something, wasn't it? Yeah, it's got some separation, quite a bit. Yeah, sample 2 was nice and thick as well. And separation at room temperature. And let's see what it looks like and feels like. Can't really, I don't want to shake it, although maybe we'll see a difference in viscosity. Oh, it's just water. I've got a complete separation of sample 2. And this has stearic acid and an emulsifier blend. Ceteris 20% or something like that. Which one did I use? There it is. Ceteryl alcohol and Cetera 20 blend with stearic. And then, of course, the first one was without stearic all by itself. And it like was half and half. Like the water completely separated out. Nearly completely. All right. So there we go. The only one that's really holding up very well is Olive 1000 on its own. But its viscosity and its skin feel isn't as good as it should be, as I generally expect from Olive 1000, but that's because I use other ingredients to make them beautifully, beautifully smooth. And hello, Trey Creations. I have been good. Thank you for saying hello and sticking around. I was going to troubleshoot and fix everything, and here I am with more problems. But this I needed to see. This is just my assessment question. So it looks like the Edelweiss extract, which I showed you how to make a couple of days ago on my live stream, is very stable. And that's because I added all of those humectants and stabilizers. We used a gum. We used xanthan gum, which is great for stabilizing and also giving a really good skin feel. All I want to do is just put it on my face. It just feels so good. Now, I'm not going to do any more formulating. I know I've only been on here for a little while. We did that quick little formulation. What else did I say I was going to do before I left? Yeah. So we are going to make one more glycerite, I think. No, not today. Not today. I do want to show you the glycerite we made yesterday. So here's day 2. The Persian Jetkiss and Zahadi date glycerite. So let me show you those. So these are the Zahadi dates. So they're both really, really light colored dates as compared to the other Persian dates that I was showing you yesterday, the Piram and the Sire and the Rabai. These are all, I think this is a type of, this looks a lot like a Majul, but I'm not sure. Again, why am I making a date glycerite? Because it's high in not only vitamins, but humectant. It's a high sugar, and as I've told you before, sugar and natural sugars make really good humectants, which are great for the skin. So we use them in very small quantities, so you're not going to get that sticky, tacky feel. If you go over 5%, though, you will have the worst feeling serum or lotion because it'll just feel sticky. Even if you just use a plain glycerin. Glycerin is sticky. Get it out and rub it on your skin and see how it feels. Now, if you don't want your creams to feel like that, don't go beyond that 5% mark. All right. So yeah, good tip. So the last thing I want to do, because I'm going to abandon that theoretical. I have a good Moroccan black or brown soap, but it does sting the eyes, so we're going to move away from it. We're going to formulate again with the baby mild as our base formulation. I believe I did put some aloe vera in that one that's no longer foaming. So that may be the culprit. Yeah, we'll see. So if we have just a basic micellar that performs and maintains its foam, I'll bring it back and show you how it's performing the next time I get on, because we're also going to do an update on the lashes and how they're lasting with the new cleansers that I am formulating. I have been using 2 different cleansers, which is going to make it a little awkward to measure my results because I'll have 2 different. But this eye, I was using the natural micellar, and this eye, I've been using the baby soap surfactant. So Cocoa Bee is the base for this one, and it's not irritating. It's a joy to use. It doesn't hurt at all. And it's very, very light at 0.1%. We've got a 10% solution going on right now. If that doesn't work, I will just increase the water and go back to a lower percentage of the active for that one and see if it still stays foamy. I have eliminated all of the added extras. We'll see how it goes. See you next time. You always want to evaluate whatever you've created the next day. I got really excited last night. I felt like I had at least nailed one of those formulations, but it was apparently all a complete fail. And that's okay. That happens. That's how we learn. That's how we go beyond. We know what doesn't work. So be really careful adding extras to micellar formulations because they're pretty dilute already, and adding a large amount of a active, whether it's a humectant or a sensitivity reducer, just watch how much you do. I wouldn't add more than your surfactant, and that may be the problem. That I'm thinking that's probably the problem. So when I come back to formulating again these Lash cleansers, I'll be doing a lot of that off camera because it was really, really embarrassing. I mean, look at this. I made all of these. I finally this is actually 2 of them mixed together. So this is the black and the brown. So one of them foam, and I want them to foam. I want the foamer to work because it's nice because it gets on all over the wand and it coats it so nicely, that foam delivery system, and then you can just brush it through. I mean, when you're dipping it in, you get a heavy, heavy amount, so you have to bleed it off so you don't get it in your eyes. and there's such a loss of product. So you're just wasting a lot of product, and I don't want to do that. So the last thing we're going to do before I take off, because I have so many responsibilities, but I couldn't even sleep last night because I just was trying to figure out what's going on. So hopefully I've solved the problem. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So we're going at 10%, 10% of our surfactant solution. Oh, another thing. A lot of DIYs out there are using baby soap and sodium bicarbonate as a lash cleaner. Don't do that. Please, 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 please don't do that. There's nothing wrong with the baby lash, but make sure it's really, really low concentration like we're doing here. And do not use the salt on your lashes. You're just going to make them dry out and become brittle. What's important for hair health and skin health is to have enough hydration. You want water in. You don't want to be pulling it out. And that's why I was trying the hyaluronic acid as an active, which I will revisit maybe in a lower percentage so it doesn't affect my surfactant. Next week, I will be covering, starting the surfactant module in my chemistry program. So maybe that'll answer some of the questions. You learn by doing, but it doesn't tell you why it didn't work. So I'm going to do a little more research and find out which one of these ingredients or all of them made it an ineffective foaming product, because that's what my goal was, to have not only be on micellar, because micellars don't have to foam, surfactants don't have to foam to clean. I mean, this is, like I said, this is perfectly good for the face. I wouldn't use this on the eyes again, and I probably will share this and use this, but not as an eyelash, obviously foam, because it doesn't foam. Yeah, but again, stay away from your natural soaps for eye care. I think that's what I can take away from this lesson. All right, so the last thing I want to do, and I keep saying that, but I'm not getting to, is I want to do a review of this VICCO cream. So what VICCO cream is, a friend of mine at work, she's from India, recommended, she says it's so good for this, all these specialty skin conditions. It's an oil and water emulsion, and they use turmeric as an Ayurvedic medicine. So this is not a cosmetic here in Canada, but they sell it as such. So yeah, it's, the claims on here are definitely well within the medicinal realm here in North America. Here, let me just read what it says. It says VICCO turmeric, an Ayurvedic medicine, all right, helps prevent skin infections, inflammation, blemishes, and other skin disorders. It has a soothing effect on boils, pimples, acne, and burns. It's useful on cuts and wounds. It helps to nourish the skin and to maintain its tonal value. Now, you can use turmeric in formulations to get this action, but you cannot make these claims unless you have a drug license. So be very, very careful if you really love this and these ingredients in making a vanishing cream such as this. And I just want to show you what it is, because it's very unusual. This was very popular here in North America in the 1930s. It's an unstable product, and I found that out because all of a sudden I was dispensing it, and like these freeze thaws, there was separation. So the neat thing about this type of cream is it's oil free. All right, so it's oil free, and when something is oil free, that makes it a really good shine reducer. And because it uses stearic acid, I found it makes also a very good primer for my makeup. So underneath, so when I'm doing my skincare, I do serum, I do moisturizer, and then I do primer. And the primer I usually use is a heavier oil like shea butter or one of my blends. But I started using this one because I was getting a lot of shininess. Now, if I need that extra emollients, those extra oils on my skin, which changes from day to day, you'll find, especially as your skin ages, you want to seal in that hyaluronic acid serum because our bodies just aren't producing as much as they used to. So having that additional ingredient in your serum that you have closest to your skin is going to help maintain a more youthful complexion. It just will, because it's pulling moisture from your skin. It's pulling moisture from the air. If you're using a high molecular weight and a low molecular weight combination in your formula. And I have a hyaluronic acid honey formulation here on YouTube if you want to check that out. And if you want the formulation, it's available on that link. So just go into my channel and search, and it's under men and women's body cosmetics, body products for men and women. That's what it is. That's the stream that I put it under. But back to vanishing creams. So vanishing creams are there's no oils in it, which doesn't seem correct. So here we go. It's yellow from the turmeric. And I'm just going to show you what it's like. See, I don't know if it's separating right now, but it's really pearlized, which helps with that illusion of glow, which is really, really fun. Now, if you have Asian type skin, like they have in Asia, this product is probably going to be a lot more popular in your region, because it's good for skin that has plenty of oil. So if you get that shine, if you have that shine to your skin and you want to eliminate some of that, try a vanishing cream. Now, Pond's may still make them. I'm not sure here in North America. This one's really, really nice, though. It does separate. So we are going to be formulating to try to make it better. I don't know if you, for example, I'm hoping, and this is theoretical, that I can take a vanishing cream formulation, which I have. I went to a school in India and a cosmetic course in India, and it gave me some starting points for vanishing cream, which is oil and water, and cold creams, which are water and oil. So because the water is the continuous phase, you're going to have a lot of hydration from the vanishing cream. In the cold creams, the oil is the continuous phase, so there's more oil than water, or there's more oil anyway than in a cream. You're going to have this cooling sensation. So it's not from the additives that cold cream gets its skin feel from, which I had no idea. Now, using stearic acid alone is not going to be an effective enough emulsifier to create a cream. So they do something tricky. It's a lot like soap making, in that they're making an emulsifier in the manufacturer. So that's the reason I'm so excited about vanishing creams, is because you're using sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide in the formulation and creating this soap or surfactant, which is basically sodium stearate, I believe, is formed when you're making a vanishing cream. That gives you that pearlized look. If any of you have made shaving creams or like shaving cream soaps, it's got that same pearlized look as this cream did. So this is going to be really, really fun. Probably a lot of fails. Once again, I'm going to continue to work on the lashes because I want to prolong lash health, but clean, because my eyes during the night continue to like make crystals, and I don't want that. If you want to see something really, really gross with lash extensions, just go online and search cleaning lashes. So much makeup and oil and sebum and dirt gets stuck on that lash line. You need to have good, proper cleaning techniques. And if you don't want to buy a lash shampoo, if you don't want to make a lash shampoo, just get your wand wet every day and brush through it and brush through it, and then, fluff it up, because you've got to get that off. Otherwise, that will just break down those glue bonds and you'll lose your extensions even faster. So if you're having trouble with lash retention, it's probably due to improper lash hygiene, which is easily rectified. Keep the wand that your lash artist or your technician gave you, and use it. Use it. You can buy them on Amazon. They're super, super cheap. You can buy a big bag. I'm looking around for my big bag to show you. I must have put it away. But that's okay. I've got like stacks of them. For like $15, you can have like 300 of these wonderful wands. And I like the one with the little bit of glitter in the tip. It's very, very soft. If you guys would like a link to the Lash wands that I'm getting for these demos, just let me know and I will put it in the description. Thank you so much, Terry, for coming by. Before I leave, I do have one more thing I wanted to do. We're going to do a, hopefully, I've got 2 packages here. We're going to open up, this one might not be such a surprise. Oh, it is. So I got a Lash. This is perfect for here. I got a DIY Lash replacement flare kit just for when I'm in Morocco, so I don't end up with scary gaps in my lashes. So it comes from small to really, really long. I asked my artist to go from small to medium to long. Next time I'll probably go a little shorter, maybe short to medium long. But yeah, so this is what I got. When I get it out, or if I do an apply, it has got a primer in here and it's got a lash seal. I'm not sure I can do that all by myself, but in Morocco, when I won't have access to my lash artist, I really don't want to look funny. I don't want to pull out my lashes to look normal. So we're gonna. This is my my first aid for my lashes idea. If anybody has used their own extension kit, a DIY extension kit, please give me some tips and tricks so that I don't make any horrible mistakes. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I will be back here more often, Trey. Thank you for coming. And anyone else who's out there after the feed, thank you so much for coming, for the extra almost 2,000 subscribers that have found me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for staying. We will have more live feeds. As a full-time student and a full-time mom with 2 kids with special needs, I really don't have time to do any video editing, but I am constantly creating. And if you want to see me in that creative process, this is where you'll see that. I will edit what actually happened after the stream is finished, so you have a better idea of what I'm going to show you, and if it's something that interests you. If you enjoyed this, please click like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. As I head out to Morocco, I will be doing more of these, so this is going to continue during my teach and tour in Morocco for the month of May. You're going to get to see a lot of beautiful things and places and products that we're going to be making as I teach my students in the East. It's going to be fun. I'm really excited to go to Africa and see all my friends again. So it's great to see you guys. Inshallah, as they say in Morocco, and we'll see you next time. Bye.